Hi, I'm Doug Warren with Ductz, and I'm down here at the JTV studios with this week's Scholar Athlete Award winner, Logan Schneider from Napoleon High School. Logan, congratulations, young man.
Thank you.
JTV thanks Ductz of Mid-Michigan for sponsoring this week's Scholar Athlete of the Week. All right, I'm back here with Logan Schneider from Napoleon High School, this week's Scholar Athlete Award winner. So, Logan, I was reading your bio, big bowling guy. How'd you get started in bowling?
I was about 8 years old, and I was like, my mom's like, well, we're going to sign you up for this league. Just kind of went with it. Started youth leagues at, it was Airport Lanes at the time. It's now Jack 60. And I kept going, and then I saw a sign at school for the bowling tryouts. Gave it a shot, and ever since then, I really started progressing after about 9th, 10th grade.
Yeah.
That's when things kind of took off for me.
What did you average this year?
This year, I averaged 210 in season play.
That's really good.
And then after conferences, because the way our conference works, they kind of mend together, and they take half of it. After conference, I averaged about 200 on the dot. So it's a pretty good year for me.
It was a pretty interesting year. I'll tell you, I kind of had first-hand experience with you guys. I never talked to you about it, but my daughter was a senior at Hanover Horton. And so, I got to be in the same building with you guys when you bowled quite a bit. And I really liked how much energy the Napoleon boys high school team had. You guys were like super loud and super supportive of each other. And I thought that was really cool. And so I was reading the bio that, that's your guys' first ever Cascades Conference title. Can you talk to me about that a little bit?
Yeah, Grass Lake, they've ran that conference for the last few years. And then before that, Todd Riker and Vandercook, many, many years over at Vandercook, they ran the conference. And this year we went into the first match against them, and we just kind of keep winning. We did fall short to Grass Lake the first time that we played them, but as long as we beat them the second time, we knew we were good to go. And me and Dustin, which is kind of the 1-2 punch for our team, we went out there and we beat them pretty good. So it felt great, to bring home the first conference title for Napoleon for the boys' side of things.
Yeah. How'd you guys do in regionals?
We won by 1 pin.
1 pin?
We took home the regional trophy by 1 pin.
Oh, that's exciting.
It was so we just shot. We had about a 30-pin lead going into the last game. We hit a rough pair. We shot an okay game as a team. And we knew things were close, so we ran down there. The kid from Three Rivers was finishing, throws his first shot, strikes. Throws his second shot, strikes. We're like, it's not looking great for us. Stone 4-9 on his last ball, and we beat him by a pin.
Wow. Wow. And so was this year your first opportunity to bowl at States?
We went to States actually my sophomore and junior year as well. But this year, I just felt like we had the most complete team out of any of the years. Yeah. Like, it just felt like we had everything going for us going into States.
Yeah. And how'd you guys do at States this year?
We were about 5th place. We were down pretty far going into the last match, and we bowled a really well game. So going into match play, we were the 4th seed. So we had to take on the 5th seed, and some things just didn't fall our way. We just didn't get the carry that we were looking for, and we did fall short to them.
I know my daughter said that the pattern, I don't know. She said that she knows that she had bowled on that pattern early in the year, but she said it felt more difficult than she'd bowled on all year.
Yeah, it's the phantom pattern. Yeah. It's harder than, your normal house shot. Yeah. It's not too bad, but it's definitely, not the easiest thing in the world. And especially, we travel to different bowling alleys. Yeah. Everywhere you go, it's going to be different. You never know how it's going to play. Yeah. Like, we were at M66 in Battle Creek for our regionals, played nothing like Jack 60 for our state finals. Yeah. You never know, so you just got to go in there and bowl your game.
Right. Coach Weil was telling us how you kept the team loose all year. How did you accomplish that?
I always like once you get into those bigger tournaments farther down the season, you got a lot of rules you have to follow. You can only have so many people standing up. Sometimes when people are sitting down, it's hard to keep the team up. You're down 50 pins. Everybody's sitting. They kind of look like they're all moping around. So if, like at our state finals, regionals, we could always have 2 people up. Coach always had me standing with whoever was, ready to bowl, just to, kind of keep the energy up. One of my favorite things is I always like to sing the song. I always go look at my arm, be like, what time is it? And then we'll all be like, it's 1:15. I'm all alone. And then, just finish on with that song. And that was just a big way we always kind of got pumped up. And that kind of got the energy going, because it might seem like you're down a big amount, but if you just keep marking, keep filling frames, you can cut that deficit really fast.
Yeah, you guys really did have the best energy. I tell you what, it was awesome listening to you guys. Also read that you like to share stories and tell jokes. You got a favorite one that's appropriate for air?
Not off the top of my head. I probably don't have any good ones, but always singing, always trying to keep the positive attitude is something I always like to do too.
Yeah. So notice you got a pretty good GPA. How do you also, I talked to you off camera, you said you got a job as well. How do you balance, work, bowling, and keeping that GPA up?
It's definitely a lot. I will say that, you always feel like you're always doing something no matter what it is. Like I always if I'm not working, I'm bowling, and if I'm not bowling, I'm working. So, but you just got to manage your time correctly,
Sure.
In my work, they're super nice about I just give them all the dates and they gave me all that time off, so they're always great about that. But
so when you're not tied up with those things or over the summer, what kind of hobbies do you have?
Play a little bit of video games, not too much. Don't have a ton of free time nowadays, but I mean, again, bowling is another huge thing I like to do.
Okay. I saw that you're going to be bowling at Jackson College this next year. Congratulations. Have you decided what you're going to study?
Probably something along the lines of just like a general business or accounting, something along those lines.
Yeah. You got something in particular you're hoping to maybe a career 5 years down the road, something you'd like to do?
Not really. That's kind of why I'm just, trying to take the safer option, business. It just opens up so many doors.
You can't go wrong with a business degree. I mean, anybody will hire a business degree, right? So, hey, just want to say congratulations. Before I get you out of here, is there anybody that you want to shout out or say thank you to?
Just all the coaches I've had across the year, and definitely my mom. She's definitely been a huge part of everything, always being there for me. She never misses anything, so...
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, Logan. Well, hey, Logan, congratulations on being this week's Scholar Athlete Award winner, and good luck at Jackson College.
Thank you.
If you'd like to nominate a Scholar Athlete, please email us at viewermail@jtv.tv.